Hello there, James here. This do a video about older gentlemen and giving wisdom from the different content creators on how to talk about relationships and from an older gentleman's perspective. So shout out to these content creators to give good advice. And then at the last video I'm going to show you, it's an update to that one story about this first video. Alright then.
But please act right. Ever since the video of the woman who got hit with the brick came out, women have been all over social media dogging the men that were there for not helping her. And of course, you probably already know that she was exposed for being a troublemaker. So while women are being upset that men are not coming to the rescue of women, especially black women, I want you to take a look at this video. Here's a car that crashed into an ambulance, and the ambulance had its flashing lights and sirens on, according to everybody in the video. See these two little girls right here? They have nothing to do with the accident, but they're yelling at what I believe was the guy who was driving the car, and he tells them, I don't care for whatever it is that they're saying. Watch how these little hood boogers start acting.
Do you know that they can run their fucking tag, they fucking numbers, they VIN numbers, they VIN numbers to add they fucking
Now keep in mind, neither one of these little girls have anything to do with the accident, but notice the guy telling her to be quiet and she's not listening. These are the black women that they want us to protect. How can we protect them, not only when they won't listen, but when they're insisting on fighting a man? Now he's holding her back with one hand and she can't break free, but she wants to go and fight this dude or the women that's with him.
What's up? I'ma run up! Bitch, I'ma run up! Bitch, I'ma run up, bitch!
So these are the black women that we're supposed to be protecting. And how much do you want to bet that the woman that got hit with the brick was acting in the same manner? This is exactly why those men stood there and watched her get hit and didn't do anything at all. And we all know women, especially black women, got way too much mouth when they get into a confrontation with men. And don't get me wrong, it's not just black women. It's most women in Western society altogether. So moving forward, I want all the women to hear this. If you are a woman who is minding your own business and someone's acting as though they're going to attack you and you try to get away from that situation, if there are men around, they'll more than likely try to help you. However, if you're a woman being confronted by a man and you're acting like this, most men are going to see you as out of control and you have no common sense to protect your own self by just walking away. So when you decide to go toe-to-toe with a man and you won't back down, the majority of us men will let you be the man that you think you are and handle your own business. We're not going to step in and put our lives in jeopardy trying to help you if you don't even value your own life.
Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble?
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I'ma run up! Bitch, I'ma run up! Bitch, I'ma run up, bitch!
I'm not gonna risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble.
Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Next content creator, Ask an Older Man.
GoDaddy is a partner that always puts you first. Start today at GoDaddy.com.
Today I want to talk about something that's a little bit closer to my domain. Dating older men.
Man, Buddy's 35 years old.
Smash. I like older men. Yeah, smash.
If you're an old man with lots of money and you're overweight and this, that, and the other, but you're getting lots of girls, you're not getting girls. You're getting girls, you're getting investors, people who want to get money out of you. That's what you're getting.
And this came up because one of my very few female subscriber sent me a voice message. I can't play it, unfortunately, because she didn't want me to put her voice on here. And she said and the basic message was this: I'm dating a man 15 years older than me, and I really like him. But he seems to be a little bit controlling, and he always thinks that he's right, and sometimes it frustrates me. So she really likes him, but she don't know if it can last. So, guys, with that said, I'm going to give you my opinion. So let's get into it. But first, guys, you know what you got to do? Hit that old subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. I can see when you guys get notified. Okay, so a lot of you are not hitting that notification bell. So hit it so you can be notified when I drop a new video. Because it's all knowledge here, guys. And of course, listen, if you guys want to talk to me directly, if you want more knowledge, if you feel like you need some mentoring or some advice from an older man with some knowledge, book a session on askanolderman.com. If you want a quick response to a message, send me a voice message on Ask an Older Man on Instagram. So let's get into it. But first, I want you guys to understand how women tend to view older men these days. In reality, every single woman wants to marry or get involved with a man that's older than them. Why? Because most men only come into their value later in life. It's a simple equation. So pretty much every woman wants an older man. Because a 20-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man, you know what? Let Kevin Samuels explain it to you guys. I like it in this video here.
The sexual marketplace. A 21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man. Who has the higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman.
25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman again.
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman. Who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's sexual marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate, or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below men. So it doesn't matter if men aren't ready. Men have a fucking lifetime. Women got 10 years.
There. That's what I'm talking about. In other words, men gain their value as they grow older and older. Now, there's a caveat. If the man hasn't grown in financial value, he better grow in physical value. Okay? Because there's nothing worse than a broke, fat old man. Okay? But I can tell you, if he's fat, bald, and ugly, and he's a billionaire, no one gives a shit. Yeah, but then all he's doing is just getting taken advantage of by a woman who only wants him for his money. And this brings me to a conversation and a small argument I had with my wife yesterday after listening to another video where I made this statement: men are always paying for the pee. Men are always paying for the cat, and we know this. And she got a little bit offended by this. And she said, well, you didn't have to pay for it. And I said, yeah, I did. And that pissed her off even more. Because my wife works. She makes her own money. She does well. She's more of a modern type woman than a traditional woman. But she's modern, but she have a lot of traditional type views about life that are actually enough to balance it off. And you know what? I'm always trying to encourage her to come online to have a discussion with me so that she could explain to the modern woman these days that there is a nice balance between the two. Because we know without a doubt that most homes these days need dual incomes from the woman and the man in order to survive in any proper shape or form in a city. Yes, you can do it outside the city where things are a lot cheaper, because it's very difficult for one person to survive on their own as a family, meaning a one-parent family. It's better to have two incomes. And I'm talking about average people. Let's get this idea out of your head that, every single man is making enough money to provide for freaking 2-3 kids, a wife, a home, 2 cars, school fees. That shit just isn't realistic for the average person. We need dual incomes. So my wife, we balance these things nicely. And I'm always trying to ask her to come on with me to sort of demonstrate how she does it, how she feels about it. Now, I digress a bit. Now, I'm only 4 years older than my wife. So I'm not considered an older man per se when it comes to her marrying an older man. I think an older man compared to a woman should only be considered once you go over 8 years, even pushing it to 10. Because that's pretty much a big generational change, regardless of your sex. Now, there's one thing that I'm always hearing online. Oh, these old men just want to take advantage of these young girls. When you hear stories of men only wanting younger girls. Only wanting younger girls.
I think a relationship should be more meaningful than sex.
Exactly.
This doesn't make sense. It's okay for her to give her body away to an older man to use it, but it's not okay for her to give her body away to an older man who takes care of her and wants to be in a relationship with her. Then he has to be manipulative. That doesn't. I would argue that there's probably more manipulation to get her in the sack than it is to have that long-term relationship.
The reality of it is, all men find younger women more desirable. Simple. It's as simple as that. This is biological. We want a woman who's more fertile. That only comes with youth. We want a woman who's more agreeable and fitter, healthier. These all comes with youth. Now, I'm very exceptional because my wife had traits that were conducive to a woman that I didn't mind having close to my age, because she had very nice traits that were what I was looking for. So with that said, when she said I didn't pay for her, I had to remind her of one simple point. I said, if I was broke, or if I didn't make the amount of money that I demonstrated to you that I was making back 19 years ago, would you even have considered dating me? She mumbles some crap. The bottom line is, we know, you and I know, that it would not happen. It just wouldn't have happened. So we know as men that we're constantly paying for the pee. The cat is always for sale. But the problem is, in the West, is that it has become so cheap to some, but incredibly expensive for the average guy. Let me explain what I mean. A woman will give it away free to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They will give it away free to the 6'6" guy easily. He can afford it. 6 feet tall, 6-pack, 6 inches or more, and 6-figure income. It's actually 4 6s. 6 feet tall, 6-pack, and 6 figures, and a 6-figure income. And of course, bonus is if he has a 6-inch or more. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? So my point is, those guys get it free. All he has to do is post a good face on any of the dating apps, and and he'll eat for free. Simple. Now, the average guy, he has to pay a price for it. He has to pay a high price for it. Of course, that is the dating market. If we're talking about them, no, we gotta understand that's the sex market. When we get into the marriage market, when we're getting into the serious dating market, every average guy has to pay a premium for that. It's the weirdest shit. She'll give it away free, but when it comes to a serious guy, he gotta pay for it. High price for it. And that's why most men in the West, when they want to get a marriage and they want to get into a serious relationship, they go overseas because it's cheaper. But one thing is very clear to all men, regardless of our age. We know that we're going to pay for it, and we have to pay for it. We're not stupid. We know we're paying for it. A woman don't look at you if you can't protect and provide. That provision is where we're paying. We know this. In saying that, we want to pay the least amount of money for the product. The issue is we got supply and demand. There's way more supply out there than there is demand for it. So the price have dropped significantly. So if the price, and we're talking about, but let's revert back to the sexual market value. There's way more supply out there than there is demand. High value men are rare. Men of means, men who have worked their butts off, and usually that is from a young age, and usually that don't come until he's around 35, 40, when he reaches his peak earning potential. 40 and up is when men peak. And then what? He has now reached this place where most women will now find him desirable because women are looking for provision, but men are looking for youth, fertility, agreeableness. Men are looking for the fit, friendly, feminine, and agreeable that comes in their youth. So women are born with that. We don't care about your six-figure job. So now these older men are looking for these younger girls. Surprisingly, as we're going to see in this video, all of these young women are looking for those men.
Man, Buddy's 35 years old.
Smash. Smash. I like older men. Yeah, smash. Smash. Fast, yeah.
What's your age?
I'm 23.
And what's the limits for you?
25, 26 probably? Smash. Oh, definitely smash.
You like older guys?
Oh, for sure.
Ideal age range for you?
Definitely over 30.
Older?
24.
Let's go, older guys.
Smash. Old smash. Smash. Smash.
So it works out great. So the older women who have ignored men like me who telling you what we want and has pushed the envelope where they're now in their 30s and 40s, now ready to settle down, are now wondering, oh, where's my man? Now you have to compete with those 21 to 24 year olds who want the man that you want. And because those men there don't want you, you now have to go higher. So if you're 35, you got to be looking for 55, 60-year-old men. And they come with a little bit more responsibility because they don't put up with bullshit. Men in my age, we don't put up with bullshit. No drama. We don't want to. Let this woman describe what we're looking for. Just so you don't have to keep listening to my voice, listen to this woman because she puts it together quite well.
Y'all, the pros and cons of dating an older guy. Starting with the pros. Number 1, they tend to be more experienced. Number 2, they tend to be more mature. Number 3, they tend to be willing or more willing to settle down quicker. Number 4, they tend to be more financially stable. Number 5, they tend to know more about what they want in life and in women. Number 5, they tend to be more direct and honest. Ain't trying to play games. All right, y'all, now for the pro. Ooh. Now for the cons, I mean. Let's get into it. Number 1, they may be more possessive. Number 2, they may be more controlling. Number 3, they may have more baggage. Number 4, they may be more critical of you. Number 5, they may have way less tolerance for the drama. They ain't trying to deal with all that.
There you go. So let me read a few comments from this woman's video so you guys can see exactly what other people are thinking. Adrian says, less tolerance for drama is not a con, it's a pro. Exactly. Another person said, I think the idea is that women love drama. As a result, it's a con for them. LOL. Ghost11 said, not a con for women or men, only a con for people who enjoy wasting time on destructive behavior. Yeah, that's right. This gentleman said, I concur. I broke up with my last girlfriend because I had reached a breaking point with all the petty and ridiculous drama. Ladies, hear these words. Men, real men, want peace. Absolutely, I can tell you that right now. And usually, it's the more effeminate men that tend to give you drama. So take notes. Someone says, you would think it's a pro, but young chicks are full of drama, or make drama out of nothing because they're bored. And that's another setback for men when they're dealing with younger women. A lot of these younger women get bored because older men have already settled into what they know is life. They see with a longer term vision. They know what works. They've been there. Now let's talk about the women who think that they're gonna come in and be hot and beautiful, and they're gonna just con these old men out of their money. You know, I'm gonna come in and get the bag. I want you guys to understand one basic rule about older men. There are two types of older men, just like there are two types of younger men. They're the simps and they're the OGs. Those are players, those guys that know what the fuck is going on. Okay, they're young simps and old simps. Steve Harvey is an old simp. Alright? That's why Margie right now is dragging him through the mud, because he thinks the sun shines out of her ass. He gives the worst information on dating ever. So what you get is you get these old simps who get screwed over by young girls.
If you're an old man with lots of money and you're overweight and this, that, and the other, but you're getting lots of girls, you're not getting girls. You're getting girls, you're getting investors, people who want to get money out of you. That's what you're getting. But money only attracts emotionally unavailable women. But looks, or even like character or charisma or comedy, all of these things actually attracts connection. So yes, money attracts women.
Who think that, oh, I'm so happy to get this little young filly. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy. She throws a nice, good one on him and his head is blown and he thinks, oh, I'm just gonna dish that money out so that she stays there. And these girls know she got one. She got a lick. That's what they call it, lick. I don't know these terms. I've heard that term thrown around. She got a simp. In Jamaica we call it, he's a boops, right? He's hooked in. And this is the man that never had a lot of pee growing up. And finally, you know, he get a little bit of money and he can throw a little bit here and there. But that woman becomes a parasite. She will suck him dry. And I gotta warn you, gentlemen, against this. The problem with being older is that you know it's happening and you can't stop yourself. It's like being a crack addict. So if you want to identify if you're an older simp, check your bank balance. If it is going down significantly and most of the money is going to your woman and not your investments, you're a simp.
No, nothing. That carried me to this day, man. You can't say nothing about it off your heart. You off limits, man. We ain't playing them games.
Right. Steve Harvey. The big relationship man talk got cheated on himself. A marriage that he thought was solid is soon to end. And what's crazier is the person that his wife was smashing behind his back is his freaking security bodyguard. On top of that, she's demanding as usual half of his hard-earned net worth for $200 million, they say. Steve Harvey came out to address the matter saying, as many of you know, I have recently discovered that my wife, soon-to-be ex-wife Marjorie Elaine Harvey, is having an affair with my personal security. I didn't want to think it was true, but I found out the hard way she's a dirty hoe, and I never want to see her again.
The other older man that you're going to come across, ladies, is the OG, the player. He was a player in his young days. He still know the game, because the game doesn't change. The players do. That's it. So you ladies who think that you're going to get with that OG, that player from the past, and he's good, you got to be careful of this one, because he now has a little bit of money in his older age, right? And he's going to reel you in a little bit. And he's going to make you think that you're in charge. But you're playing checkers while he's playing 3D chess.
Find out how many women he actually cheated on you with.
And there was nearly 100 women on there.
If he was sleeping with that many women, she knew about it, she still stayed, how can we even possibly feel bad for her? What clearly happened is that she knew everything he was doing, he just got too wild with it, couldn't control his side chicks, and started publicly embarrassing her. You know, most of those women were his fans who fell in love with what he's preaching, even though he was cheating on his wife with them. All that sisterhood, black girl magic, you go girl, black girls rock, all that stuff goes out the window when they see a man that they lust after. Believe it or not, there is a lot of women that desire to be a side chick. They get off the fact that a man is already taken. They find a man who's already taken, especially if he's married, more attractive. Part of the reason is because if he's willing to marry a woman, provide and protect for her, then in a sick way, she feels like he would be willing to do the same for her.
That's the guy that will make you think you're winning, but he's winning for him. He's only playing for himself. That's the kind of guy that you almost feel like, I want to marry him, I want to get in deep with him. More than likely, he has more than one that he's playing with. He got a woman across town, but he makes you feel like a queen. And then there's a third guy. That's the guy that is the player, but he's finished with that game. Now he wants to treat you nice. He wants a fair exchange. That's the guy that's saying, listen, I'm willing to teach you about life. I'm willing to teach you how to do shit. I'm going to treat you well. I'm not going to only nourish your brain. I'm going to nourish you down there. I'm going to give you peace, tranquility, stability. Ladies, that's the man that you need to hang on to. Because that's the guy that's going to take you into your later years much more well-rounded, with a brain that feels like, hey, I have lived. That's the guy that you need. That's the guy that every woman needs. But you have to understand, he expects a fair exchange. Because if you don't get it, you're out. That's the kind of guy that will just say, hey, you're finished, we're done. Don't play games with that guy. Because that guy has experience, he has intelligence, knowledge, wisdom. He has all of the things that will help you. That's the only guy that you need. Okay? So listen up.
Good advice.
Get up to
There are
6
women
accounts
like
per
that
household
too.
and unlimited DVR
Lord.
space included with YouTube TV. Try it free.
There's some men like that too. Shout out to Solo Traveler.
Hey, what up? This is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here. And I'm back with another video review. I know it's been a minute. Sorry, guys. I took a trip. Had to go ahead and take care, get some R&R, relax, and enjoy my travels and so forth. Because, of course, this originally was a travel channel. So, and that's one of the biggest things I love doing. I love going to different countries and experiencing the culture and things that goes on in those other countries. So, sorry, the country I went to, I was unable to create videos while I was there. But my next go around, my next trip that I go on, I'll be able to do that. So, in between my trips, or while I'm on my trip, sorry, not in between, but while I'm on my trip, I will be able to create content for all you guys. I'm sure there has been a lot of stuff that has been going on, so I got some videos that we're going to review and go take a look at. And the first one we're going to look at is about Miss Watkins from, of course you guys know Boyce Watkins, his wife. So she has some stuff to say about Passport Bros. So let's see what she has to say, and let's see if she's right or she's wrong. Check it out.
Now, that's not how I feel about you. I'm just saying hypothetically, because the internet streets be messing up my words. But that's what's happening in our relationship. And when you interact with me as a black man, you're internalizing stereotypes of black women. And when you talk to me and you hurt my feelings, and I say, boys, you done hurt my feelings. How dare you? You're going to come and say, stop being sassy. I'm not being feelings I've heard.
Stop the
You're not focusing on the right thing. So that's the issue. It's the war going on in the homes.
Yeah.
Between black men and black women. Internalizing those negative stereotypes about yourself. And you feel that way about black men, and you also feel that way about yourself, and it's degrading. That's why it's awful to see all of these degrading images of women who look like me.
But hold on. These are the same women that says
strong, independent, I don't need a man. Strong, independent, I don't need a man.
So these are these types of women, and this is the reason why a lot of these issues has arisen. Is the fact that a lot of women are being combative with their mate, with their husband, with their boyfriends and things like that. Some of them think that they're better than them because they have a degree. So yes, there are a lot of fighting, a lot of strife that is going on, and a lot of this stuff started happening after a lot of these women started getting their paper and they believe that they're better than what they are. But let's proceed.
Of women who look like me. Women I identify with. I don't want to see that. I don't want my girls to see that. I don't even want my son to see that. Because I don't want him to go out in the dating world and think, oh, black women ain't nothing. I guess I'm going to get my passport and go be a passport brother. No. It's a lie.
What's a lie?
Passport brothers have been told a lie.
How? From who?
Okay.
It's frustrating. It's awful. And white media knows what they're doing because it's working.
Wow, she tried to play the white media stuff. Talk about something, it's because of the white media. Get out of here. So she is saying that passport bros or passport kings and all these other, whatever you can think of, travelers have been sold a lie. That makes no sense because all of us who are travelers that do our thing, we've been out there. We see what is out there. What has been told to us that is a lie. We're the one who's actually spreading all the joy, all the good stuff that we're experiencing, that we're seeing to other brothers. So I don't know where she's getting at, where she's getting that from, that someone else is telling passport bros, quote unquote, or passport kings, that how things are out there as if they have not traveled. Let's move on to the next video. So
find great stays across the USA.
Vacation ideas? Ooh, a resort with a great pool.
To the next video. So of course Ms. Watkins, she has said all that she had to say, and this is what's really going on for a lot of brothers. This is what they think. What this brother has to say, I ran into a lot of brothers that feel the same way, that are still stuck plugged into the matrix dating.
But I'm done with that stage. I'm done with building women. I'm done with saving women. I'm done with Captain Save-A-Ho. Let's stop saving women. Let's stop saving. Look, we got to look at women for who they are right now, not for what they could be, for right now.
Yeah, you gotta look at them for right now. The modern women, the women that you're dealing with, because they are branching off of each man because of hypergamy. They're looking for the best of the best, and they believe they all should have the best of the best, even they are 4s, 3s, whatever, 5s. They believe that they should get a 10 no matter what, and it's crazy. The delusion is out there, but it is what it is. So let's continue on to the next video. So this is a product that is out here that she doesn't want black men to leave, but this is out here that is being pushed to all these women, a lot of these women. And the sad thing is that although a lot of women do not relate to this, or a lot of women do not condone this, but the sad thing is they do some things that kind of reminds us of this ghetto culture, from the eyelashes to the nails, piercings, all that stuff. The tattoos were, places where really, upscale brothers don't want to see them at. That is more conservative. So a lot of these women, they have taken on this culture as their own, and now it's almost like all the women, they kind of almost are like alike. So a lot of brothers are having problems trying to identify who are the good ones and who are the bad ones. So that's the dilemma. Let's go ahead and watch this video.
So right now you got Pound Town 1, Pound Town Spring Break, Pound Town featuring Nicki Minaj. How much pounding do you need?
Gonna answer that?
When you was in Miami, you was looking for sugar daddies, right?
The hoochie daddies, not no sugar daddies.
Right. Where was your sign?
My son need a new pappy. I'm gonna keep turning up on these bitch ass hoes. I'm shitting on these bitches. I can't cuss.
Have you got into it with any fans? What was something that had you twisted and you responded?
I hate when they say I look like Young Thug, cause no the fuck we do not look like.
You tried not to smile. Oh man, I really hope that this was like edited, you know, to add that little awkwardness and so forth into the video. Because if not, that is a horrible interview to be in. Hilarious but awkward. Check out the next video. So next up comes, this is another form of the modern women that is out here in the dating market. So these are the type of women that will shame a man for dating a younger woman because he sees value in that younger woman, but she wants the same thing. Let's go ahead and check this out.
You only date girls that are 18 and 25. It seems like you just want something easy to control.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, you want something that is easy to manipulate, something that you can mold. You don't feel like you're going to be like, I want something that's going to challenge me, something that's going to make me feel alive.
Do you want a man that's taller than you?
It's not important to me.
Would you prefer him to be physically stronger than you?
Yes.
More capable and confident than you?
Yeah.
More dominant than yourself?
More dominant than me, yes.
Yeah. Better leader than you?
Yeah.
Make more money than you?
I would prefer if you make money. More
Okay, would you prefer that he was smarter than you and had more life experience than you?
Yeah, sure.
Teach you, mentor you?
Sure.
Okay. Wouldn't it be fair to say that the things that you just said that you're attracted to are biologically hardwired in you to want? I can't call you stupid, short, weak, incompetent, and an idiot for wanting a man that's better than you. That's just what you want. You're a woman.
Right.
But why is it okay for women to say you're predatory for wanting a woman that's younger than you that wants to follow you?
Okay. I got you. I got you.
And the funny thing is, everything that he mentioned that she says yes to, that's all in an older man. So she's gonna be looking for an older man in general. So why is he even tripping? Why is she trying to shame another man because he prefer a younger woman when she's looking for an older man herself? Come on now. Let's move on to the next video. Lastly, shout out to Pablo Frescobar for this one video talking about Passport Bros Find Your Tribe. So this is of a black guy who's actually enjoying himself in Mexico. He basically is the epitome of the person, the expat that actually had basically assimilated to the culture that is there, and it looks like he is having a ball. Let's check it out. And I'm sure he walked away with at least 2 or 3 Latinas from that party. So for those of you that's going to talk crazy about him, saying that he booked jiving or whatever for the people that's there, being y'all who are haters, but I'm sure he walked away with a couple women, and I'm sure he is happy. So this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. Of course, don't forget to...
On to the next video. Now this guy, he kept it real. He got a real interesting take on relationships. Named Ron Willis. He have a very interesting.
What's up, y'all? This is Ron coming back at you with yet another car video. Women are on the hunt. Women are on the hunt. What are they on the hunt for, Uncle Ron? Women want that good, that hot beef injection, that triple X slow down, the joint. They want that man who they be walking down the street, right? And they see that guy, that dude they consider sexually attractive, and say, he can get it. You know? And you know what's funny? I was actually going to talk about something different this morning, but I go with the flow. You know, I go in the gym and I ain't going to describe what the young lady was wearing, but let's just say she was drawing some attention and leave it at that. Wearing some distinctly sexually enticing stuff. I ain't going to describe it because, well, I haven't met her yet. And I don't want her coming back on this video. Anyway. Oh yeah. Some of the stuff I don't say because, well, I'm finding out more and more how popular I really am in this area. But here's the thing, right? If guys understood just that one thing, women want sex. Women want the good. They want sex. I mean, seriously. Like all that other stuff like guys be talking about, or even women talk about publicly, that's some good public stuff. And yeah, they want that guy who's going to be, you know, sensitive and, you know, have some money and everything. Yeah, money comes into it. It does come into it. After they find you sexually appealing. And honestly, unless they thinking long term, that don't even come into it. There's plenty of men out here being sponsored by women. Plenty of guys, they barely got to pop the piss in and getting the women. Don't have all that stuff. They might be good if they have a car. Getting the women. That's the thing. In fact, that's why a lot of guys be thinking, oh, women want these losers. In fact, I know a buddy, and he was telling, I was hearing from him and his woman about guys be trying to get at her because he say he don't have anything. I say he got some apparently. So, man. But nah, women, if you really pay attention, seriously, fellas, look, if you understand that one thing, everything else become easy. Everything else become easy and everything. Yeah, my glass is okay. I'll take care of it. But seriously, because you have that's why I always said, I said it before, if you have a dating advisor or something, if they ain't talking about sex, or even something stupid like the women don't want to have sex, they full of shit. Because if you really pay attention to the women, how they dressing out here, how they are taking classes so they can become better at sex, how they more sexually open, that's all they want. See,
is government working for you anymore?
No.
Raise your hands if you think electric and gas should be more affordable.
They want. See, the thing that is the female gaze has been freed. The female gaze has been freed. Their sexual desires have been freed. And I know some guys be like, they 304s or all of that. Okay. But here's the funny thing. Guys will complain about women being open sexually and talking about they want a virgin and all that, but then get mad they actually get one and she don't want to go down on them. That's the weirdest thing. Be one that sexually innocent woman, but then act shocked and stuff and scandalized when the woman's no good at sex. And there's those out there. For those guys who say, well, I don't want a woman who's been out there all into sex like that. That's exactly what you get. I actually know some guys like that. Because you got a lot of sexless marriages out here. Or guys have been with a woman for a while, ain't had sex with her. Which I can't get. I can't get that. But these women want to get down out here. I mean, that's the indication. And those are the guys they go for. Like I always say, now I'm known for talking about the select and non-select category, which I'm about to... We're going to take it to another level with a video next week. Just stay tuned. We're going to take it to another level with that. But that's a sexual hierarchy. The guys at the top are the ones that women want to have sex with. That's it. And honestly, Because you get a lot of guys saying, well, it's money, they want money, status. No, that's all of that secondary. Even looks to an extent. Yeah, it looks too. Because a woman would rather deal with a medium ugly dude who can make her holler, than some good looking dude who can get in there for a minute. That's just a reality. Women, the look that appeals most to a woman is to look like a dude, look like he gonna like satisfy her in bed. Indeed, that's why you got a lot of guys that say they handsome but can't figure out why they can't get the women. You don't look like you can fuck. It's just that simple. You know, you give off that Carlton Banks vibe and everything. You gotta have a certain like personality, demeanor, and everything. That's why a lot of guys are suffering, can't figure it out. The money thing, always settle for it. Now, if a woman can get a man who can, like, have him floating in bed, you know, have him making contact with Thanos, the Great Pumpkin, Big Ron, all of that, levitating, speaking in voices, and he got some money, shit, that's Mr. Perfect. But even then, a lot of women, they going for the other one first. I mean, that's just a reality. You know, if you're wondering why they going for a particular guy out here, or even like the other week I said something about some innocent looking dude. Yeah, that's on the surface, but it's something about that dude that gave her the impression he could do some work in the bedroom. And it is what it is. As soon as, I'm going to tell you what, all these people complaining and all this, or, you know, I seen some stuff on, like, mainstream TV, talking about all these guys out here ain't getting sex and stuff, lonely. Well, they need to deal with their sexual issues. Yeah. Because if you're talking about a man having sex, a woman gotta want to have sex with him. And it's not the money unless they acculturated prostitutes. It's not the money. And even then, that dude better double back home. And it should be obvious. Well, I ain't gonna say it should be obvious. A lot of guys can't read a woman sexually. But, or got a problem with a woman is actually being free sexually. They got a problem with it. So, you know, and the guys themselves, they not in touch with their own sex drive. Because honestly, anybody who's read all of my books, all of it's about getting your sex drive up, you know, or comfortable with themselves sexually. Like, I always get some guys hit me up worried about their size and shit. Alright? That means they ain't comfortable with this shit. Because if you know what you're doing. In fact, I remember one time I said a woman would grip this and a guy was like, and say, no, that ain't it. I say, okay, that dude ain't that dude ain't never turned on a woman to a point where it will grip. And trust me, a woman will grip. And if you ain't felt a woman's grip, or you ain't felt that click clink, well, you gotta work on some stuff. In fact, that's why I said on my Patreon, at the upper level, next few months, I'm going to be talking about what it really, you know, what women really looking for in a bedroom. You know? What women looking for in a bedroom. Because trust me on it. Because like that clink clink thing. Regardless of your size and girth, if the woman ain't into you, you still ain't going to feel anything. In fact, she ain't even going to be in the room with you. She ain't even gonna be in the room with you. And I guarantee you know what, I was gonna explain that? I'm not. Cause that'll blow some people's minds. Damn, dude.
Recordings just got better.
Well.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard.
That's
so excited to announce that
blow some people's minds. Damn, dude. Damn, y'all gotta get to work that quickly? Man, because we got a little circle. They driving up on the curve of the circle and everything to get past. Because it's how it's set up. I mean. But yeah, it's a lot of times. Because if you having sex with a woman, you don't feel nothing because she's super loose down there. She ain't gripping. Oh man, she just ain't gripping. She really ain't feeling you. That's just how it is. But yeah, they on the hunt, man. They on the hunt. I'm surprised guys can't read women to that extent. Shit, you think they be wearing like, especially when it was during the summer, main part of the summer, shit. You got these young girls out there wearing some shorts and shit, their butt cheeks hanging out, and these be the nerdy girls. So imagine the other ones, you know, showing their breastises and stuff, wearing those distressed jeans, showing all their thighs, all that stuff. What do you think they doing it for? See, understand something. The woman's by nature is magnetic. The woman by nature is magnetic. On a subliminal level, also on a conscious level, she wants to draw a man's attention. They hunt when they go out to draw attention. Now, when a woman covers her shit up and everything, like consciously, and she ain't in a work environment or something, she's repressed. Now, even in a work environment where she got to wear a certain uniform, she's gonna do something. Like I remember a few weeks ago, there was some clip about some woman working. It was at one of those home improvement stores. Actually, there's been a few of those. I think it was a home improvement store, and she had a big old round butt dunk and everything, and people trying to say she got in trouble for it and everything, and I'm like, but she knew what she was doing. You know, everybody trying to say this and that, but yeah, she was on the hunt. Because understand something on a basic level, if a woman isn't on the hunt, she know how to cover up. Women know how to, trust me. I've known some women had big round, personally, had big round butt dunks, big round. You know, one in particular might even see this. You know you be hiding your shit in public sometimes, except when you want something. Except when you want something, you know it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a phone call. Anyway, shit, if they don't want to show it, they'll hide it. They shit. Even if they take pictures on social media, you might not even know they got anything. Like I knew this one woman. This is way back in college. This is when I first saw her. This is this one young lady. You didn't think she had much of a body, but she was a dancer, and it was like we were doing this little dance show, and I saw her in some like leotards. I was like, damn, how'd you hide all that? How the hell you hide all that? Shit. That's how deep it is. So women know if they want attention, they know what to do, and they don't want attention. And shit, they'll know where to hunt for it too. The smart ones. And indeed, guys understand that one sexual part, then you understand. You know? You understand. Because, you know, a lot of guys, see, unfortunately, a lot of guys too caught up in bad information from dudes who ain't getting none. They be thinking, well, yeah, if I get that status, but how many dudes really got that status? Or they got that money. They be focusing more on that to get the women. But all they doing is making themselves easier targets for the acceptable hoes. Shout out Pimp God, the acculturated prostitutes. There you go. Yeah, those flowery things on you, won't you don't? Anyway, there was a woman out here. She passed a couple. Had these flowery. Yeah, that's my word to trip over today. Leggings on and stuff. Please, because the ones who don't want to draw attention, they'll come into the gym with some sweats on or something like that. I've known a few. They'll come into the gym with some sweats on, or be out with some sweats on.
Keeping track of leads in your business or in your workflow.
Well, that's a pretty interesting take on Ron here, but it's true. That stuff he said is true. In my past, I've come across women like that myself, and a lot of these gentlemen had really interesting point of views on relationships, attitude, personality, And definitely with these young women, you taking a big chance in America. Some of these young women in America, it depends on the one you meet. Are they mature enough to have an older man as a mate? But I think women overseas would probably be more, younger women overseas would be more mature in that department. That's my opinion on that one. Because it's like the reason why I said it is I think that way they tradition is because I think our society is different from their society, from a lot of these countries. So women are really there to think about it's time for a certain period to get a husband. Even when they had a husband and something happened to them, they go look for another husband. Here in America, most women, there's a certain percentage of women look for husbands, but it's like majority want to be players over here. They want to be like a female player, and very few that they out to get the bag, as they say, out to get the bag. And the reason why, and I think when it comes to the passport bros, I think that's what they see. That the women that they come across have never been committed and willing to compromise, be feminine, be humble. And when you have a lot of strong-willed women, you have problems. And that they so strong that, and then a lot of it comes from fear and rejection, and they never have got past the pain of the last relationships, and they think that the new relationship gonna end up like the last relationship, and sometimes they're not confident in that area. From what I've seen, but even just starting out as in a friendly relationship is hard to find these days. Find women, and then when they get to a certain age, they kind of settle in their ways. That's why a lot of older men go to younger women, because they're not really settled in their ways. Older women are subtle, and some they set in their ways, and they're not willing to share or compromise. Then it's the possibility if they do, you might have someone very controlling, manipulative, and things like that. They have that mommy. They got a mommy you. They're not being a companion. They mean more like your mother. You know what I mean? And I think that what turns men off. Like they want someone more like a girlfriend to wife, not their mother. And some women treat men like that. Another thing that they point out is just that they got to learn to stop assuming the worst thing. That would divide a relationship up. Stop making presumptions. Stop seeing things that is not really there. Because what you might think that this person might be cheating. That might not be the case. In some cases, and be grateful. And then most men, average whatever, want to feel appreciated, want respect and feel appreciative. Just like a woman wants respect and feel appreciative. You want to be loved and honored, listened to. That's what all men, every walks of life want. But it's almost like it's a battle right now with some women and men. But this was a very interesting take on relationships from advice from older men, and hope the younger men and some younger women here and other women would take heed to his advice on ask the older guy. But and then you see the other videos. But I hope you get out of it. Somebody gets something out of it. A younger man that hear from older men and what we've been through and stuff. as older men. Those got the little gray in their hair. We've been through some things. And I mean, we've been through the nice guy and everything. And he's right, when you get to a certain point, you don't feel like putting up with no crap. You've been through so, older men been through hell and high, especially when you're a good man, a nice man that just want peace of mind, and you done dated like myself and encountered like myself so many different personalities of women. You're like, oh geez, you can tell that, you know, is this gonna be manipulated? Is she gonna be moody? Is she gonna be, you know? So yeah, just pick wisely. Pick wisely, man. And for women, I hope they have some wisdom too. But okay then, I don't want to be too preachy with this. Don't want to go take this video past the long point in time. Probably share, like, and subscribe, and hopefully you enjoyed the content. Until next time, I see you guys on the next video, and be blessed and take care. And men, women, stop the division. Let's come and put things back in order the way the Most High originally was you want. That's when we can get along better together. Okay then, take care, be blessed.